Hey everyone, welcome to Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, going solo today on Sunday, exactly a week before the Super Bowl. Anyways, we're not here to talk about football. We're talking about anything in the world of TV, movie, entertainment. Hosted by myself today. The Admiral is a little bit busy with some family matters, but don't worry, he will return next week. And you'll be seeing us live from his Humvee military vehicle of some sort. I don't know. It's on site. It's on the spot. He is a busy man. Top secret. I'm not going to get into that. But I'm here to bring you another podcast episode your way. You heard me right. Hope you guys enjoyed our, return to podcast glory last week with myself and the Admiral with episode number 62. This is number 63. And we're tweaking things as we go along, guys. Stuff that doesn't work, that does work, we'll see what it is. And we promise you, we'll try and keep things, in the 45-minute, 60-minute range. But like I said, we've done clip outs of that particular episode, and you guys seem to like it. Let us know. We're going to try it for the next month anyways, for the next four episodes or so. And if that works better for you, good for you. If not, if you want to come along for the whole ride, join us. But there'll be like reviews, topics. You know the drill, guys, by now. And we'll see if we're going to be adding some new segments in there. I might decide to do, I don't know if you guys might be interested. You can let me know in the video section below. Movie-related figures. You guys can see behind the king. He has a collection of movie figures from the 1990s all the way to present day concerning the DCU, DC hopefully in the future, and of course some Marvel Legend figures from the MCU. So either way, I might, do something like that along that. I don't know if I'm going to include in the podcast or I'll do separate videos. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if it's something that you guys will be interested in. Okay, enough with the chit chat. I want to make this short, simple, and sweet. As you guys can tell from the thumbnail that you guys all saw, in order to click on the video that you guys saw, there's a new podcast episode. We're going to be tackling Spiderman, the new Spiderman series that recently dropped on Disney+. Plus, since I'm going to be doing that, because, I'm not really a big animation guy, but since I'm going to be tackling that and giving you my full review of episode 1 and 2, you can see my quick reaction. You can click on it and check on the link. We will be doing out of the theater immediate reactions or stuff that we just saw on streaming and just react to it and then give our full reviews here and then, of course, clip them out. So you guys can enjoy many videos, whatever format you guys choose. Anyways, I thought, you know what? I'll keep this episode kind of like, or reviews especially, animated related. So anyways, when we get to that portion, we will. But for now, I want to tackle some of the hot topics that I came across that I want to, offer you my personal opinion. All the fun stuff, guys. And, of course, you guys know, whatever the king says, goes. So, anyways, let's get to it. So, hot topics. The first thing I want to talk about, there was 2 trailers in particular that kind of caught my interest. One of them was this movie called Sinners. When I first saw the first trailer, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't know if I want it. It stars Michael B. Jordan. And then, of course, you had a whole bunch of other actors that kind of like popped up in it, like Haley Steinfeld, which, fan of hers, Jack O'Connell, Wunmi Musaka, I hope I pronounced her name right. I can't even pronounce half the names. You got Delroy Lindu. This guy plays in everything. Trust me, you know exactly who this young man is. He's kind of probably my age, if not older. Lola Kirky and Lee Jun Lee. She's played in a lot of things, okay? It's directed by Ryan Coogler, Black Panther, guys. If I could have to sum this up quickly without getting into too much details, it's basically two twin brothers, whether it's a timepiece or area piece, I don't know if it's in the early 1900s, 1700s, I don't know, but it's 2 twin brothers who decide to go back to their hometown, and they come across a whole bunch of vampires, and I'm going to leave it at that. So, from watching the new trailer, the second trailer dropped, that sold me on it. It's coming out April 18th, so it's, not too far in the distance, but got the king, very interested. He kind of hooked him on, the worm was on the hook, king bit it. Like what I saw, it gave me a little bit from Dusk Till Dawn vibes, some vampire vibes rolled into one. And I just hope it's good. This trailer, though, I'll tell you right now, as good as it was, I hope it didn't reveal a lot of the movie, because the last one kind of got you a little interested. This one definitely gets you interested. I want to go see this stuff. It's going to be crazy brutal, okay? And anything vampires, sign me up. The King's there, you know? And, yeah, I know, man. They showed a lot of maybe revealing things. I'm hoping that this doesn't ruin the movie at all for us, because sometimes the trailers reveal a little bit too much, and especially if it's stuff from the third act of the film, you're done. But what the King saw, I loved it. I went from, I'm not going to see it, to, I'm going to go check it out, you know? So I'm going to go check that out in the theater and see. The Admiral definitely is not going to be checking this out. I know it's not his cup of tea, but it's this guy's. Okay, the other trailer I wanted to see was another movie that I'm like, really? We're going to do another space adventure stupid thing there, you know? But then you kind of hear, okay, who's attached to it? You got Robert Pattinson, Mark Ruffalo, Holiday Granger, Naomi, oh my God, I can't even read my own writing, guys. I'm not even going to go there. Toni Collette, Stephen Yeun. It's directed by Bong Joon-ho. If you don't know who that is, he's the director, from what I remember, who directed a little movie called Parasite. So when you add that combination of those actors and the director, I'm like, okay, you know what? What the hell is this going to be out? So I decided to check. I didn't see the first trailer. I saw the second trailer. So I checked out the second trailer. Mikey 17. It's coming up March 7th. So it's just kind of like around the corner here. I don't know if I'm going to go see this in the theater, but it got me interested. From what I saw, it appears that Robert Pattinson has volunteered for some sort of mission to some planet, which I don't know, that's unexplored. And it's a bunch of Yahoo scientists that are in some sort of room or laboratory. I don't know where the hell they are. Some lunch pad, government agency place that have him going through different things on this planet. You know, he's doing different experiments, trying to breathe the air. Does he die? Does he not? Whatever. All these wicked, crazy things. So I'm like, okay. So maybe it's going to give me a little bit of Mars, you know, like Matt Damon, whatever the hell, that film that he goes up there and you're like, you know, really? Anyways, so you're watching the damn trailer, and then all of a sudden, he's lying down beside somebody, and all of a sudden, another one of him pops up. And I'm like, wait a second here. What the hell's going on? Once I saw that, my first mind, clones. They cloned the son of a bitch. Pardon my language. So he must be number 17. And that's why it's called Mickey 17. And he just keeps on dying over and over, doing all these experiments. But then there's a twist. There's other people that are involved. So I don't know if they sent other people where he was sent, and now they're rebelling against the people who sent them on it. I don't even know. All I know, it looked a lot interesting than what it was when I first thought I was watching. I'm like, okay, it's another space adventure. Something goes wrong, and then they're going to have to rescue him. No. Not the case at all, you know. It got me interested. Would I rush out to go see a theater? No. I'm going to go see Sinners for sure. But you guys let the King know either way of one of those two trailers. Which one are you going to go see? Are you interested in any of them? What other ones dropped that the King didn't mention, which I saw a lot this thing. This is the two that kind of, ones that I had to address and kind of bring your way. So I don't know. You guys let the King know in the section below. Okay, let's get into some, I guess, rumors, headlines, or casting news. You know, there's not too many. There was a few that kind of piqued my attention that a lot of people were kind of like hissy fit, like all upset about and over, which was kind of stupid and ridiculous, and I can't wait to have fun with all you guys about it. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was something a little bit of serious, you know. There's a lot of rumors going around, especially involving the MCU's X-Men, okay? We're wondering how they're going to get introduced, who's going to be casted as them, who's going to direct the films, what the hell's going to go on. But apparently, the recent rumors, which I kind of just, because there's no, take this with a grain of salt, guys, there's no concrete thing, unless it comes from Kevin Feige's lips and Marvel Studios, I don't believe it. Nothing. Apparently, the Russo brothers have been rumored to be attached to anything that's going to be X-Men related in the MCU, meaning any new movies that are coming out, projects and all that stuff. I don't know if this is supposed to happen after Secret Wars or second Avenger film, before. I don't know. Either way, they're supposed to maybe assist Kevin Feige on bringing the X-Men properly. What are my thoughts? My thoughts, do I like it? Do I like the idea? Whatever. I like the idea, man. Come on, guys. These men have hit 1,000. Batting 1,000. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and of course Endgame. All massive hits, and they delivered on every single front. I don't care what anybody says. They're all ensemble kind of like films because there's multiple. It's not just Captain America. There's several heroes, and especially in Civil War and then Endgame on, they did a phenomenal job. And if there's anybody who is qualified on this planet to deal with the X-Men in a group setting, is them. Do I think that they're going to release an X-Men movie and then do individual films? I don't know. Is it the best thing? I don't know. Because realistically, guys, I don't know. Well, we might be able to. There's a few X-Men that you can do solo films and then they can gradually build into something. But since the MCU is already established and we're not starting from day one, we're just introducing X-Men, you might not need to do that. You can just introduce the team, do what you got to do, and then individually, depending on which characters seem to be very interesting in their backstories, you can do individual films and have their own little solo things from the results of these X-Men films. Because I think eventually X-Men's going to take over the Avenger films anyways, because how many more are you going to make, right? Unless you bring Captain America back, Chris Evans. Anyways, but I'm thrilled about it. You guys let the king know in the comment section. You guys excited about this potential of maybe the Russo brothers being attached to the X-Men universe or the MCU in that way? I don't know. Either way, let me know. I think it's a damn good idea, which will be cool. It'll be cool to focus on me personally, individual ones, and then work to an X-Men movie. Like, do 3 maybe characters, introduce several X-Men in each film, and then have them all gathered together to form X-Men. That's what I'm thinking you should do. You can pair them up. Do Xavier and Professor X together and a few of theirs, Cassandra Nova and whoever the hell else you want to do. Then you can have Wolverine and all the guys who are kind of surrounding him. You can have Gambit, all the characters surrounded around him, like Rogue and the Guild and Mr. Sinister. Then you can get into Cyclops, and you can have either Mr. Sinister in there, Apocalypse, Jean Grey, Endless. You can have Corsair, whatever. You can have Havoc. You can have a whole bunch of guys, Archangel guys, Beast. You can do anything. But anyways, those are my thoughts there. The other one I want to talk about, guys, is this is the funny one. This cracks me up. Well, let's stick with the X-Men before I jump to the funny part, because the funny part is going to be funny. Apparently, there's been some casting news rumors. Again, some rumors about apparently actress Ayo Edebiri, who I guess she's plays in the show called The Bear, which I haven't seen, but I heard rave reviews by everybody. King, you got to check that out, and I haven't checked it out. But apparently, that actress has been casted, or maybe she wants to play Storm in the live-action X-Men. I seen a quick picture of her, and I can say, you know what? I can see it. I can see her playing Storm. I haven't seen her acted in The Bear at all, so I don't know her personality or her acting chops. But it all depends on what script. It doesn't matter about the actor. The actor can go according to what script you have. Anybody can play Storm. As you guys saw, Halle Berry played Storm, and I'm like, really? And we were cool with it. Doesn't matter what actor. But based on what I saw, I'm cool with it. I don't know. You guys let me know. Maybe you guys have some suggestions of who you would play, a live-action Storm. I don't know. Me, I haven't had any ideas yet, but when I come up with something, maybe I'll mention it. But you guys can let me know your suggestions and if you're cool with it. Okay, this is a funny business, okay? We're going to jump over to DC, okay? Anything that seems to be coming out right now at DCU concerning James Gunn and his Superman has been an issue. And it makes the king laugh big time how a bunch of people can get so hissy fit or cry over maybe a 8 millisecond or 1 second or 1 frame of footage that gives us a first look of Superman, corn sweat Superman, flying right through, it looks like some sort of ice boulder or whatever the hell. And based on the way his face looked and his hair and whatever, people have been freaking out, going after, oh, this is going to suck, this, that, and everything else. It's going to be shambles. Then they'd start to go on, oh, he's no Henry Cavill. Guys, I'm sick and tired of you guys bitching about Henry Cavill this, Henry Cavill that. I am the biggest Henry Cavill fan and him playing as Superman. Trust me, I was devastated like all you simpletons out there that once I heard he's not returning back as Superman and they're going to reboot the whole damn thing and they casted someone else, I was devastated. I was upset, yes, but I had a reason to be because I backed that man in every single film he did. All you guys, and I'm saying you guys because most of you guys, because you guys are the ones that are crying now. Where the hell were you guys before to support Henry Cavill in the role? You guys were dissing him then. Oh, what's this? And going after, what's his face? Zack Snyder. It's too dark, this, that. Because if you really supported Henry Cavill as Superman, we wouldn't be in this predicament right now. The DCU would have been thriving with all the actors and actresses that we had before. But because he didn't, it's gone to shits. And now that someone else is coming on, and you might not like the way his costume looks or maybe the direction or what they're going to be taking and kind of giving us on screen, you guys have all of a sudden become Henry Cavill, Superman bandwagon jumpers. Because in real time, or to be honest with you guys, if you guys were there from day one and you had the support and you really had his back, you wouldn't have this issue. You guys wouldn't be crying about it like you are, and we would be fine. But because you didn't, and you weren't like the king, we're in this so-called, you guys call it a mess. To me, it's not. I like the way the trailer is. Yes, I'm not a big fan of the suit. I still think, because I told the Admiral, if you guys watch our last podcast there, based on the trailer, that I don't know if this is going to be the suit that he kind of like started wearing, and then eventually it's going to evolve into something different and much better. Kind of like Batman Begins. He started with that, and you saw what he ended up with. That could be the case. So stop crying until we see the film. But yeah, to cry over a 1 second or one frame of footage of him flying and you guys are up in arms, ready to freak out and all that, you guys are babies. You got to grow up, relax, calm yourself. The only way you can judge is when we actually see this thing. I'm not saying the movie's going to be good, because I don't know. I just saw the trailer, and we know how that works out. Good trailers, sometimes bad movies. Bad trailers, sometimes good. So, until we see it, calm yourselves down, but don't toot your own little horns there, your little bandwagon jumpers, because if you guys were there in the first place, you guys wouldn't have nothing to cry about right now. That's my personal opinion. So, yeah, that's what I had to get off my chest, guys, and that's all the hot topics this week that I wanted to get out. If there's anything else you guys wanted to let the king know, go in the comment section below. Tell the king your thoughts. Bring something up, and I'll be more than glad to comment and offer my opinion if I'm aware or have knowledge about it, okay? And I even have the Admiral that he might even go on to. So either way, let the king know. Okay, let's get into some reviews. This is where I like to call Animation Corner. No, I'm just kidding. Reviews. As you guys saw earlier, I've done several kind of like episode 1 reviews or season 1 reviews of this or that. The first one I'm going to tackle is Arcane, season 2. I think I did the first episode earlier in a video. Go check that out. Now I'm back to do the entire season 2 review overall. I'm not going to get into all the gist and all that stuff. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'll give you my thoughts on the movie and where it is. So, Arcane, TV show. Arcane, season 2. Going into this, guys. King. Loved the first season. I was totally taken off guard. Never heard of Arcane, the video game or whatever it's based on. Watched it, and I'm not an animation guy. One of my friends says, King, I believe it was Dr. Movies, check this thing out. So I checked it out. Was blown away. Storyline, the graphics, the animation, everything. I'm telling you, it looked phenomenal, okay? Boom. On board. So season 2 came along. So I finally had the chance to see it, And you guys know, main actresses, you got Ella Purnell from Fallout. She plays Jinx. You got, what's her name? Haley Steinfeld. She plays Vi. Kevin Alejandro plays Jace. And Kaylee Leung as Caitlin. That's a couple of the ones that I kind of remember. There's a whole bunch of other ones too, guys, but that's the main thing. Things pick up exactly where he left off, because I'm wondering, how the hell are they going to top season 1? Where is the storyline? She killed who she had to kill, and whatever. It picks up literally where the other one does, the aftermath of the mess, of the explosion and stuff. So you got two different sides going on, two kind of like separate storylines. You got the sisters who kind of try to work their way towards each other, but they hate each other for what happened and whatever. They felt betrayed, especially Vi. You got Vi, who's in love with one of the higher-ups there. Her mother gets killed. So she kind of does what she didn't want to do in the first place, because the rich, as I call them, were responsible for their parents' death and whatever, and what happened to their father, right? Or stepfather, or whatever you want to call him, Victor, or whatever his name was, you know? So she ends up doing the unthinkable. She joins them, and I'm like, are you serious? Okay, I like where this is going. She's going to side with the enemy and go after her sister. So there's a whole bunch of shit that goes on throughout the whole thing. You got people being set up, people joining up with that thing in the wall. I can't even remember what the hell it's called. But anyways, being a part of them. And then him being kind of like a healer that's trying to heal the world. And then you got the rich going after the poor. Things blowing up everywhere. The storyline between Jinx and Vi was good. I like the way they came together. And then at the end of it, what do we get? We got her dying or something, like, you know, letting go of her sister's hand so she can save her and destroy that werewolf thing, or whatever you want to call it, that was their father or whatever, Victor, whatever his name was. Love the, you know, the scenes between that, and how that healing guy who got possessed by that thing in the wall was trying to kind of heal him and kind of bring back their thing. And I love the flashbacks between here and there and all that. That little girl that got attached to Jinx, wow. She got slapped around a couple of times there. But, my God, the animation, top-notch again. Storyline between the two dudes, I didn't really care too much. To me, I was, like, not invested. For me, it's all about Jinx and Vi, which was pretty cool. Power struggle back and forth. The way they tied all the storylines together was pretty cool, with that place, with that tree, with all those people living in there, like, together. The way that was all connected to the two guys there of, I always forget their names. Jace and whoever the other guy is, I can't even remember his name, was pretty cool. The girl who lost her mother, and then that, oh my God, that lady who was possessed. Some voodoo stuff going on, man, but whatever. The way that all tied together was good. Heartbreaking again, especially the ending. The music is phenomenal. Where they left things off was okay, because, you know, I don't know if she's going to be dead this time, because I never followed whatever, but either way, I was satisfied. I still like season 1 better than season 2, my personal opinion, because it focused more on Jinx and Vi rather than what we got, and it was like several storylines all over the place. Still good, you know, especially it was like 9 episodes long, okay? It was way back in November, so I don't know. I gave it a pass. I enjoyed it. Liked the first one personally. You guys let the king know in the comment section. Do you like Arcane season 1 better than season 2, or do you like season 2? But that is my official Arcane season 2 review. Okay, guys, let's get to the next review that I want to tackle. Okay, you guys have heard me over and over. I'm not a big fan of animation series and stuff like that. You know, like, I watched them as a kid, great. Kind of phased out of it and whatever. I said, you know what? There's a little thing on Disney Plus called What If. And I was never a What If comic book fan. I disliked the stories like, what if Spiderman did this and what if... No. Stories are the stories what they are. That's your what if. You don't need no other what ifs and change the perceptions or, you know, direction of what the story is and what happened to a particular character, villain. Who cares? I don't care. But anyways, I decided to finish watching season 2 of What If. Watched season 1. Enjoyed it somewhat. Season 2, same kind of bag of tricks or whatever, my personal opinion. Storylines, a little bit more maybe serious or a little bit more darker overall. That's what I'm going to say. I think there was, let me check my notes. There were 7 episodes. Out of the 7, I might have liked 3 episodes out of the whole damn thing. And you could probably guess which one. And you're going to like, are you serious? So, I liked episode 2 with Peter Quill, when a younger him gets taken or given back to Ego, and then he comes back and he wrecks shop on Earth's mightiest heroes. Reason why I like that show, not because he came down and he started wreck shop as a kid. I like the fact that when Thor shows up, things picked up. That was not bad. I found that very unique in a way for me, how Peter Quill did it. And I didn't mind it. It was well done overall. I'm not going to say it was the greatest masterpiece, but that's where I said, okay, you know what? Maybe this season's going to be pretty good. The second one I really liked, which was kind of like on the funny, dopey side, was Happy Saves Christmas. You know exactly. John Favreau's Happy Hogan. He has to defend the Avengers Towers while they're doing their Christmas stuff during Christmas thing. And you got Darcy there. You got whatever. You got Hammer shows up. He wants to take over. He wants to get a sample of the Hulk's serum so he can use it and wreck shop. That doesn't happen. A lot of action. It all takes place in that damn building. You got Happy, who gets stuck by the stupid thing that he was trying to keep away, and he becomes this purple-looking Hulk creature and wrecks shop. That was pretty cool. Like the premise, maybe because it was Christmas. I don't know. Either way, I like that episode. That's one of my favorites. I know you guys let me know in the comment section. The other one I liked was episode number 7, which was Hela. What do you call it? Finds the 10 rings or whatever when they kind of took the lore of Shang-Chi, and Hela shows up, and she ends up losing her powers from Odin, whatever, kind of like what happened to Thor in the movie, but it happens to her because who knows, she wanted more power, she wanted to keep on going, and then she does a 360, and then she fights beside Shang-Chi's father with the 10 rings, and then she, I don't know if she gets him at the end, she has this white little outfit, and then she becomes good, and then she starts to create whatever she does. And it was pretty cool, the way that whole storyline was. It was well done. One of my favorites, I think one of the best What If episodes I've saw, period. Another one that I liked was the finale with Strange Supreme. Gets involved in all the team, all the Avengers pretty much, whoever there is, that make the team try and stop him. And he's going nuts. You got shit coming at him, pardon my language, like trying to stop him, and he's trying to take whatever he wants to take, the stones and stuff. And you got Peggy Carter, Captain Carter, which I think is the way, I don't know, for some reason, she rubbed me the wrong way in the series so far. Come on, there's only one Captain America, okay? And like to make it her, kind of like she's the focal point. I'm sorry, I'm tapping out, you know, kind of thing. But other than that, I enjoyed it. The finale was good. Obviously, there's going to be 3 because I haven't seen it yet, and probably going to go see this once the video is and start watching that. But it was okay, you know. Did I like Season 2 better than Season 1? Yeah. I liked a little more dark, grittier storylines, to tell you the truth. Like where they were headed with this. I don't know what they're going to do in 3. You know, I think 3, hopefully it's not going to be goofy. Because, you know, when you think things are going to get better, they get worse. But 3 out of 7 episodes, I don't know if you guys consider, that's what I personally like from all of them. You guys let the king know in the comment section which ones you like. So that's my quick, short, hopefully simple review of Season 2 of What If, Marvel's What If on Disney+. So check it out for yourselves. Let the king know. Okay, guys, now we're going to check out this other series that people tell me, you got to check this out on Prime Video. I heard a lot of people, if you like Arcane, you're going to like this particular series. What series is the king referring to? He's referring to a little series called The Legend of Vox Machina. Okay? I'm like, cool. I decided before I even start watching this thing, I'm going to check out the trailer. So I'm watching the trailer, and I go, okay, strike number 1. I'm not going to like this because it looks like traditional animation. Okay. With a little bit of swearing, some, you know, blood here and there, whatever. So, okay. It's a group of people put together, it seems like, and I don't know, group of misfits. So, okay, I watched the trailer. So now I'll say, you know what? Trailer's a trailer. Let me check out the first episode. So I check out the first episode called The Terror of Tel Dore, Part 1. Okay. I think there's a total of 27 episodes for the whole entire season or something like that. 4 seasons. 12 episodes for Season 1. This came out in 2022. So anyways, so I'm watching this thing. So I'm 5 minutes into this guy. I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm watching it like... I don't like this, man. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, I saw the swing. Okay, cool. They're trying to make it more adult theme, whatever. Some situations that are going on. People with blood and whatever. And then we got to the bar scene. It's like, okay, let's see where this goes. And then I'm like, okay, Vox Machina. Bunch of guys who are pretty much laughed at. Reminding me of Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, that you got a whole bunch of different creatures of all facets of the world. Aliens, I don't know what the hell they are because I don't know the whole history. This is what I'm watching, right? You know? Best way I can describe what I saw and at the end of this, guys, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones mixed with Guardians of the Galaxy, all put into one. That's what I got. Okay? So I'm watching this thing and I'm like, okay, they're introducing the characters here and there, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of dumb, this, whatever. And then as it progresses and stuff like that, it gets very interesting. They end up doing whatever the hell to get, they're pretty much broke yahoos, okay? Going to get a job through the king or who's in charge of the area to kind of like take care of this problem. So you're walking close, and I knew right away what the hell the problem was, because you saw footprints, you saw things burnt all over the place. I'm like, you're dealing with a damn dragon, okay? You ain't surprising me. This is not spoilers to you guys, because I'm pretty sure you watched it already. I'm like, okay, this is either going to go down really stupid, or it's going to be good. And I'm glad to tell you that it went down good. The fight scene between them and the way they worked as a unit and how they acted kind of like a family and all that. And there's a damn bear too. I lost my mind when I saw that. You know, I'm like, okay, I expected one thing, I got another thing. The animation, like I said, I wasn't too big fan, but what I saw on screen was pretty crazy. Like, I'm like, all right, I see where this thing could be going. You know, I'm feeling it a little bit, you know. And then at the end, like I said, when they decided they're going to go off this damn thing, and that's it. Like I said, 27 minutes, more like 23. Packed so much like action and story into this thing without boring me. I wasn't bored. I was a little annoyed at the beginning because I'm like, oh god, here's another animation thing trying to be another different show and whatever. And then you kind of like start to get to know the characters and their personalities, and you're like, okay, I can get behind these yahoos and see where this goes. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, I was really impressed. And even the two brother and sister with the psychic powers, and her, the way she was trying to connect the dragon to that scumbag, it looked like, at the throne room, which I think they're the same person. That's just me. I haven't seen anything, but King figures out stuff pretty quickly. Very rarely is the king wrong. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind this, you know. And I go, 12 episodes, 20-something minutes. I go, it might be worth my watch. I don't know. You guys let me know. Did you watch Vox Machina, or The Legend of Vox Machina, whatever the hell it's called, on Prime Video? Did you watch all 4 seasons? Do you suggest the king should watch this and continue? But anyways, that is my Legend of Vox Machina Season 1, Part 1 episode review. Like, share, and subscribe. Check it out for yourselves, guys. Okay, that's enough with the reviews. Well, we're not done with the reviews, but now we're going to get to the main topic, the thumbnail topic that you see on the thumbnail. It's another review. It's my God Honest review on a little show on Disney Plus that dropped January 29th, guys. We got 2 episodes of this new Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series that's not connected in any way to the MCU, even though it makes a whole bunch of references here and there, and it tweaks the story here and there of certain MCU live-action scenes into this to make things work. And again, guys, I'm telling you right now, not a big fan of the way it looked. I'm like, okay, here they go. They're trying to make a comic book come to life on screen and make it look cool. They took a whole bunch of your characters out, like, you know, like, say, Mary Jane or Flash Thompson, and they replaced them with newbies. Okay? Then they, in the second episode, they gender swap one character, Dr. Connors, which they made from a man to a female, which I'm like, are you serious, guys? Is this the direction we're going to be doing? Let's just change genders for people and just go with it. But since it wasn't a part of the, you know, the normal Marvel universe, I'm like, you know what? Anything goes, you know? Harry Osborn, his love interest, whatever. I didn't care. May was in this thing, you know? The one twist that I'm talking about, that I'm referring to the end of episode number 1, because you get introduced to Peter. He lives in a rough neighborhood with his aunt and whatever. He's trying to get to school. She drives him, whatever. And right off the bat, we get a Doctor Strange showing up with the portal with this Venom-looking creature fighting the crap out of everybody right as his school, as he's talking to this new girl or whatever the hell, which he knows since it seems like a kid, that he has a thing for his babysitter. I'm like, really? But anyways, he ends up fighting, and then you can see this is how you become Spider-Man. A little thing comes through the portal, gets cut off, bites him. He gets his powers, and then next thing you know, it picks up 2-3 months later or something, weeks later or months later, and he's Spider-Man. He has his little outfit there that kind of looks like from Homecoming, you know. Throws you off because you're expecting Tom Holland to talk, but it's not. It's a different voice actor. None of the actors are who they are. Doctor Strange is even different, but you know who they are. You can kind of get the gist. We get introduced to the babysitter and her boyfriend. He lives in another part of town and all this rough neighborhood. The scene that I'm talking about, guys, I'm jumping all over the place, is when he goes back home after a long day of school, and who's sitting on the couch? His Aunt May and a particular somebody. And we're thinking, okay, it's Tony Stark. That's, my mind straight goes to that. Nope, it's Norman Osborn. So he throws you. So basically, Norman Osborn, at the end of the first episode, offers him a job because he saw that he's smart. He can come intern at his place and develop into whatever he wants him to develop, whatever. He wants to see who he is. So that's what happens. You get introduced to Norman Osborn, a big fight with Doctor Strange. He gets his powers, he gets bit. That's the end of the first episode. I'm like, okay, you know what? The beginning is pretty cool because it has the 1960 Spider-Man theme song remixed into kind of like a hip-hop thing, and it works its way out. It took me maybe a good 10 minutes or half of the episode to kind of get used to the way it was shot, which I was kind of like okay with it. Still not pleased with the way the animation is, but it didn't bother me because what I was watching on there was pretty cool. You could still see that this is kind of like more focused to, I would say, 10 to maybe 13-year-olds, guys, to tell you the truth, okay? It's based on what they do, and they're kind of like little stuff to do every day compared to what we do, okay? With, you know, Spider-Man characters mixed with some new ones and whatever. That's fine, whatever, okay? Second episode is where you kind of got me really kind of interested to come back and watch episode 3. And then I'll talk about the release schedule later. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff hit down. You got introduced to Dr. Connors, where he meets there. These other scientist guys that were doing different experiments. You got Osborn doing his little wheeling and dealing on the side. Off screen, you got him trying to fight different people, stop people, whatever the hell. And the big cliffhanger at the end, which I think it's too soon, is Peter gets called up by Norman Osborn to his office, and he kind of turns around the laptop and says, he goes, "So you're the Spider-Man?" Boom, cut, done. That's where it leaves it off. So now you're wondering, where the hell is this going to go? Is Norman going to try and mentor him to be kind of like a superhero, like how Iron Man did? Is that what they're going to try and do? Or is he going to slowly manipulate Peter to give his secrets so that he can create something to become the Green Goblin or something, you know? So I don't know. I don't know where the things are going to go, but that kind of got me going. And the release schedule, like I said, it's 2 episodes. It was this week. And then I believe it's 3 episodes, and then 2 the final week. So we're going to be getting new episodes for the next month and a half, I would say. So maybe a total of, 10 or 11 episodes, I think, the way it works out. I don't know. You guys can do the math. King doesn't know how to act properly, especially when he's talking about cartoon stuff, okay? But, you know, you got new characters like Nico, Lamy or Larney. I can't even pronounce half the stuff here. Norman, you got Doctor Strange, and you got Pearl. Like I said, these new characters, like you're like, oh no, they're gonna mess this up. They're gonna change characters, call them something different or whatever. I was really going, what the hell are they doing? But then I was kind of like pleasantly surprised that, hey, they did what they did, and I'm happy with it. So, anyways, guys, that's my official Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man episode 1 and 2 review. Check out all our other videos, our clip outs from this podcast. I'll do the review separately. Last week's podcast episodes, the way we're going to be doing this, guys, Sunday is going to be our full-length podcast, and then we'll cut out particular clip outs, put them in videos, and post them the following day, which will be Monday. You're still going to get reviews that way. You're still going to get some out of the theater reactions of movies that we just saw coming out. Will give us, our honest opinion of what we thought about each particular movie or whatever we saw. And even online streaming. If there's something that we saw that's coming out, we'll watch it and give us a reaction. And then we'll do a full review right here on our podcast. Same with TV series, whatever we feel like we want to bring your way. And usually that we're going to reserve that for new stuff or stuff that we haven't seen. Older videos and stuff, nah, you're not going to get that. I don't know if we'll still post, separate review videos. We'll see how schedule goes, especially for myself and the Admiral. But that's the schedule. You're looking at Sunday podcast, clip outs. Monday. And then, of course, as we need them, you'll get the odd out of the theater reaction or immediate reaction reviews your way as well. And then I'm working on some other stuff. You guys let me know too, guys, about the whole. Are you guys going to be interested if I decide to do whether it's going to be in the podcast in a segment or separately, some figure movie related kind of like show and tell, and then some videos like that. We'll talk about the movie, obviously, maybe myself and the Admiral kind of reminisce and bring you kind of like reviews indirectly through some of the cool figures you guys can see behind me, because a lot of people says, King, we want to check these out. But if you guys want to see full reviews of most of the stuff, go check out Yagnama Reviews there. That's my YouTube channel that I unbox these things and kind of show them off, and you guys can have a good look if you want to buy them for yourselves. But thought, maybe I'll bring something like that to all you guys and kind of like say, hey, this is pretty cool. Take a look at that, especially the Admiral. He hasn't seen a lot of this stuff. He's been out of the whole comic collecting figure world and stuff. He'll get a kick out of it, and maybe you guys will too. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. And like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other videos, our other videos here. And, of course, tune in tomorrow for some clip outs and whatever else comes our way. And especially enjoy the Super Bowl next week. I don't know who's going to win. I'm going for the Chiefs. I don't like the Chiefs or the Eagles, either team. But I prefer the Chiefs than the Eagles. Just rubbed me the wrong way. Anyways, see you guys all soon. Enjoy your Sunday. Be the hell good. Stay off the King Straw. And I'll see you guys where? Right here on YouTube land.